G'day, welcome back to my channel. Today I find myself in Richmond. In my early years, I grew up in Richmond, and I can tell you what, hidden away from the cafe scene, the food culture, and the urban vibe that is, lies a bit of a dark side. And many of you may not know that Richmond actually is home to Victoria's very first Injecting centre. So my aim with the Hitting the Streets series is to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of Melbourne. So right now we're in Victoria Street. Back in the 90s and the early 2000s, this particular street was the heroin hotspot. So this is where people would come and basically score their drugs. And I remember being a young kid with my family, we'd come down to like some really nice Vietnamese restaurants here, and I would see people openly shooting up right here in the right heart of Richmond. So as we go along the tour of Richmond today, I'm going to show you everything from the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I really hope you enjoy today's video. Enough from me, and let's go and hit the streets of Richmond. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into today's video. So just as we're cruising up Victoria Street, just a little bit about the area. It is a well-known Vietnamese cultured area. So if you want, in my opinion, the very best Vietnamese cuisine and Asian cuisine to go along with it, you'll find it right here on Victoria Street. There's a little place that a part of this video I'm going to be hitting up for water feed, and we're going to go there, probably try banh mi, maybe some spring rolls, and who knows, some pho. But what I do know is, yeah, if you want the Vietnamese and the Asian cuisine culture, definitely this place is a really good starting point for that type of food and that type of cuisine if you're into it. So all right, so we're on our way to the Richmond Injecting Centre. Right, it's just literally opposite Victoria Street here in Richmond, and we're going through like the Houso area as well. So as you can see, when I flip the camera, we've got a mix of old apartment style buildings along with the Richmond high rises, and that's the kind of direction we're going to be heading over as we go on this tour. But yeah, it just goes to show you Richmond and a lot of suburbs around Melbourne, you know, it's so transient. You know, like there's a lot that's glorified in any given suburb, but when you look on the dark side, there's a lot of crime, a lot of mental health issues, and people really struggling. So yeah, we'll continue the tour, and yeah, it's been a long time since I walked through this particular area, but if you have a look at that, like, don't know what's happening there. Did they feed the pigeons? That completely boarded off. Wow, completely boarded off. Can you see? Imagine there would have been borders. That could be awesome if we can get in there. Wow, look at all these old flats. We come home to the pigeons. 2 Williams Court. Let's have a look. Wow. I don't know if I should go in there. Just run on tap. Definitely people come here at night, you can tell. Drinkers, a lot of trash. Wow, look at these flats. I'm here in the middle of the day, all boarded up. It's just fucking putrid. Look at these flats, they're all boarded up. Oh, yuck. This is in one. Oh, fuck. Get me out of here. Nah. Oh, dead pigeons literally on the ground. It's like fucking disgusting. Wow, and the fucking smell. Oh, man, I didn't realise it got that bad down here. This is real life. I had no idea all these were boarded up. That's really sad, eh? As we walk through. Fucking literally dead pigeons. Oh. This is what I'm saying. This is literally like about 300 metres off the main thoroughfare of Victoria Street. So we're walking through here. These look like they've been fairly newly built, or perhaps no one's moved in there yet. So these look brand new. They look like no one's actually moved into them yet. So you never know if we can get around. I might actually try and see if we can get into the building and have a look. Camera. That's Khalid, yeah?
That's Khalid, yeah?
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro. I'm Winno. You can call me Winno.
Nice to meet you.
So we're here in the East Richmond flats.
Yep.
These are what, abandoned, yeah, bro?
I'll take you downstairs here.
Yeah?
These are half abandoned, but some guys just
Doing their thing? Yeah, no, it's alright.
wait outside a bit.
It's alright.
But I'll show you something.
Yeah, bro. It's interesting, man.
So how long have you been doing this YouTube stuff?
5 years. Something like that, bro, yeah. You live around the local Richmond area?
I do. I live in Victoria Gardens. But,
Nice.
I grew up in Fitzroy, you know. Since
Yeah, same.
born and raised. Same, yeah?
I grew up in Richmond. But yeah, bro, yeah.
Security downstairs, but yeah.
That's alright. That's what I always ask, bro. I would never ever put anyone on camera if they didn't want to be on camera. Do you know what I mean?
I'll get you definitely. So these areas here, as you can see, the upper table, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Half of them are boarded up.
Yeah.
You've got a trolley there.
Yep.
Always security hanging around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you still using actively, or?
So we've gone from like spending like $400 to $500 a day,
Yep.
daily usage, down to we're now on the Masterman program,
Okay.
and we've been on the program for how long now, babe?
About half year to
No, it's
about
quite-
8 months.
Yeah, about 8 months, and we only use probably like once a month, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you just so happen to catch us on that day.
That's okay.
But yeah.
But like, what's the because I've never touched any of that kind of stuff. So what's the high? Like, what does it give you? You know what I mean? Like, what's the feeling when you use?
Heroin, it takes, to be honest, it takes away all the pain from your heart and your head. Like, it just takes away all the hurt.
Yep.
It's like a warm cuddle. It's like a
Yep.
mother's hug.
Gotcha.
It's the best way.
And how long? Like, does that feeling last for? Like hours or a day, or?
Depends how much
Yeah,
you
it
use.
depends on the quality as well.
And like, speaking of quality, like, is the quality any good these days? Like, I don't even know how that works, but
It depends on the area or where you go.
Off the street or on the street. On the street, you normally, it's cut. It's called market.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
You're getting sugar diabetes by having that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like off the street, people's homes, and you can get like pure, but it's not very pure, but it's very strong. It's strong. Like you can actually smell the drug.
You can smell
Right.
it from the opposite side of the room.
And like how
a lot of people overdose and die off that stuff.
and like what's a hit? Like if I wanted to get like, what is a hit worth? Like
Oh, 50 does us both.
Yeah.
$50. Okay.
Yeah, it does us
Some
both. That's good
people are on
quality.
a
though.
lot more than that.
Because the thing is, because I grew up in the area,
Yeah.
and I remember back, we're talking late 90s, early 2000s, this area was just, you'd be walking down Victoria Street,
Rampant,
but like people would be openly using in the middle of the day,
yeah.
just flat
See,
stick.
that's why the greenhouse, I call it the greenhouse, which is an
It's
illegal
okay.
exchange, which is just over here, where we were taking you, just
Yep.
over here.
Yep.
Has been such a blessing and a help,
Okay.
I believe, to this area.
Yeah.
I know like people that live here may not think that, but to users, I believe it's a blessing.
Yeah.
There's been no
Yeah.
overdoses when people have used in that.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's been overdoses, but no one has died. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have
Died.
oxygen machines
How long
in
have they
there.
been there
and-
for? About 2 years, 3 years.
Longer,
maybe?
about probably like 4 years they've been
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah,
As long as we've been together.
yeah, it's a safe zone as well. Let people
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
But so there's always hope. But you just seem like you're good people. Like, I can tell you aren't bad people. Like,
we
you know what I
try
mean?
we try and put out to the universe what we would like to receive.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I believe, anyway.
That's right, yeah.
Well, do you want to go check out the green room?
Yeah,
And
the
so-
greenhouse, the greenhouse.
The greenhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll show you. The green.
Are you hungry?
No, we've been like we're house. We have a
Yeah,
home.
yeah. Right. I was gonna say if you was like, because like I want to share because you give me a fair bit of time here, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no,
if you are hungry, I always like
Instead
buy
of
food and
saying that,
stuff.
I'd rather you find someone that
Yeah,
isn't
find someone that
homeless
needs
on the
it,
street
yeah.
that needs it
Well,
more
right.
than us,
Okay.
Yeah, we're right.
and give it
Because
to them.
yeah, no,
We'll
because
just
like
go up here.
so I'll put the camera away as we go up,
Yeah.
just to be safe.
Yeah.
So obviously we just seen the injecting rooms. I put down the camera just simply because out of respect for everyone who is local. So tell me what goes on in there. Obviously here in the greenhouse.
Oh, so when you go in, you sign in, and then
Yep.
you get your equipment. So then you go to the next room and you get your equipment. So your needle, your spoon, tourniquet. You have to pay for the tourniquet.
Yep.
So you have a tourniquet, and then after your shot, you go through to section 3, which is just this store here.
Yep.
And they give you food. Sometimes
have a coffee.
you kick back, have a coffee. Sometimes they give you vouchers.
Yep.
Woolworths vouchers, $25 vouchers.
Make sure you're not overdosing.
Yeah, they make
Wow.
sure you're okay before you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that you're
Actually,
safe.
in the injection room, after they're always watching you. So once you've had your injection, they will check and they'll keep an eye on the people that have had injections because
And
it
they
only
put like
takes
a-
like half a minute for you to go on a nod. It depends on how much heroin you've used.
So just so I know, like,
Yep.
so you got to bring your own stuff into the
Yeah, you
injecting
got-
room,
Yeah,
right?
you need to show
They
your
don't supply. They just supply the needles,
the
water.
equipment. Yeah.
Okay.
Safe area to use.
Yep.
A clean area to use. Yeah, but
It's been a blessing, this place. So,
Yep.
yeah.
if you're in there and you're overdosed, they'll put oxygen mask on you.
Yeah.
And they'll look out for you. No one's died in there.
No, so it's a full just
I
like
think they've saved 8 lives since they've
people
been
just
open.
looking after one another, yeah?
Yeah.
The workers in there have saved 8 lives since they've been open, so 4 years. Yeah,
Okay.
they've saved that many lives. But if that
Well,
wasn't there, you can imagine how many people would
Yeah. Well,
be dead right now.
all I'm going to say, like, thank you so much for, like,
No,
just being friendly. And because obviously when you're a YouTuber and you come down to these places, people can look at you a little bit like there's judgment, but
yeah, I know.
so there you go, guys. So I just right here at the greenhouse, it's pretty interesting, to watch people, struggle through addiction and just observe them. But it just goes to show they're just people at the end of the day. Just because they use drugs, they're not necessarily bad people. Just got a few issues. But never have I felt like scared or, in my youth, I grew up around a lot of this stuff, fairly prevalent, and just to see people's struggles, and that's the reality, and it's just amazing. And that's what I'm saying, with the hidden streets, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, there's always a dark side to every beautiful suburb. Here in Melbourne, but I'm amongst the Richmond high-rises now. They're pretty much, you'd think, going to be exactly the same as what we experienced in Fitzroy. But yeah, let's go back onto the main Victoria Street thoroughfare, and we might get a little bit of food with what I feed. Alright, so we're going to have a late feed, and we're here at my very favourite I Love Pho Richmond. I've been coming here for around 15 years. So we're going to go in there, have a look at the menu and see what we're going to order. But definitely I highly recommend I Love Pho here in Richmond. Let's go check it out. Alright, so we've got the beef pho. Got to get those chilies. Those chilies are fresh. So get the chilies. Sprinkle that in. Get the veggies in there. I've been coming here for 15 years and the quality has never disappointed. It's been good for many, many years. I think an important part is you always got to get the lemon. brings out that zesty flavour. It really does. But it just smells amazing, like the aroma. And I can tell you that soup is hot. So we put a bit of this sauce. And that, my friends, will mean a nice pho feed. Let's mix it in. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go. Try this. Smells good, hot. Chopsticks. Wow. Every time. The broth, wow, look at the broth. It's so hot. Can we get that beef? Let's get the beef. Wow, let's go. OMG. That, my friends, it's to die for. Feel those spices, those peppers, spices give it a real hot flavour. So now onto the pork spring rolls. Just got the 3-pack. Fresh lettuce. Pop that in. Break it in half. Into the special dipping sauce. Wow. They make them fresh to you each and every day. So hot. The broth, every time you have pho, so important. Wow. It's delicious. The smell, sensational. And the experience, second to none. All in all, this pho experience here at I Love Pho 264 Victoria Street, Richmond is like 9 out of 10. These people I've been seeing for years and years and years, smile on their faces every time. The food is just quality. I give the food 10 out of 10, I'm not just saying that. Food's quality. Spring rolls, fresh, on point. And the overall experience is 9 out of 10. Why 9 out of 10? Well, you know, it can't be perfect. But I'll tell you what, it's really, really good. So that is the segment for What a Feed.
Hello. My name is Hian. I'm the owner from I Love Pho in Richmond, 264.
264.
Yeah. Hi everyone.
And I've known you for like 15 years, long time.
Maybe more than 15.
Maybe
now.
more, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What? How long have you been open for?
I've been open 26 years now.
26.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the end of 1999.
99.
Yeah, so it's 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
And out of all your pho dishes, what's the best here at I Love Pho?
Pho, of course.
Pho?
Yeah.
But do you have a special, or just the standard broth, or?
Now we have 3 kind of broth, you know, like chicken, beef, or veggie. Yeah. So another dish in summer, like vermicelli, lemongrass beef or lemongrass with chicken.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's good, huh?
Pork, yeah.
I do love. Just so you guys know, my favourite is the beef brisket with the pho and mate, extra veggies, extra beef.
That's right.
Can't
yeah.
go wrong. But thanks for the experience today, 9 out of 10. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to recommend everyone to come here.
Thank you.
I've been coming here for 15 years.
Yeah.
Friendly people and sing ciao.
Xin chào. Thank you,
Cheers.
everyone.
Thank you. Abdul, how you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm alright, bro. How about
Cool,
you?
man. Yeah, not too bad, bro. So you obviously work down here at the local like smoke mart, yeah?
Yeah.
So tell me about life here on Victoria Street, man. Obviously, it's a very transient world. You've got restaurants, you've got people shopping, and then you've got this sort of like other world where people are on drugs and all that kind of thing. So what's your experience working down here in Victoria Street?
Yeah. To be honest, like Victoria Street, especially in this part, like
Yep.
this area which you're standing right now, which is Victoria Street around 140 to the 150 down the corner. This is the, to be honest, the baddest place on the road, to be honest, because there's a injecting room behind the what do you say, the multi-story building down there, and there are people who are crazy.
What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you while you've been working down here in Victoria
To be
Street?
honest, I'm working here since 2 years, and I got 5 stitches on my head. Right
Okay.
down here.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What happened to you, bro? Like what?
So
what happened to
basically
you?
I was serving a customer, and there was 2 junkies behind them, and they told me actually they actually quite know the shop very well. So they just sent me inside, like telling me that I need this stuff. They know that this stuff is inside, so they just manipulated me to send me inside. And as soon as I get in, they came across the counter and steal my bag.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and steal my bag, and I was having a quite good belongings because I'm an immigrant. I was having a kind of special memories back down from my mother. So I don't want to lose it.
Where you from, Abdul?
I'm from India,
India. What part, brother?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Ah, nice, man. They got a good IPL team.
Yeah. So they came across the counter and steal my bag, and when I chased them, there were 3 or 4 guys with their sledgehammers, and kind of like stuff. What do you say, pile driver?
Yep.
In their hands, and they stuck me on my head. When
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, I just say that, take my money. I'll give you $50, whatever you want. I'll just give you the money. You give me my belonging. But they were like, no, come on.
So you lost your stuff.
Yeah. No. Actually, I take back my stuff. But yeah, it was horrible.
It's horrible. I'm sorry that happened to you here in Australia.
Yeah.
But apart from that, like life here's been pretty good to you. Apart from working or.
Yeah, sometimes it's good, but this part of the street is.
Another street.
I can't say anything about it.
No, I understand, man. Yeah. Well, honestly, man, Australia's very multicultural. People try to look after immigrants, bro. Like
they're very good people as well. To be honest, they're bad and good people all over the place.
Yeah.
But especially here, because in my opinion, because of that injecting room,
Yep.
it's been worse.
What? Because you obviously sell tobacco. Are they buying like pipes and all that sort of thing from here?
We do not have any pipes here.
Nah.
But yeah, maybe they are doing it from other shops.
But it's definitely a thing, yeah. In the industry, yeah.
It is a massive thing.
Yeah, man. Well, Abdul, absolutely. Appreciate you joining today's channel.
Thank you.
And yeah, man, take care. Yeah,
All good,
absolutely.
Thank
Look
you.
after yourself, my bro.
Also,
Absolutely. All right, so we just arrived right here on Bridge Road, here in Richmond. So this is the central road here in Richmond. As you can see, sun's coming down. What we're going to do is we're going to walk along Bridge Road, give you a bit of a yarn, and we'll just see what it's like in the modern day. Once upon a time, this was a major thoroughfare as far as when it came to fashion, shopping, and the like. But in recent years, unfortunately, a lot of these shops have closed down simply because they're unaffordable rents post-COVID, and it's just simply unattainable for a lot of people in the local area. So this is what I'm talking about. So once upon a time, this was absolutely buzzing. So you got empty shops there, more empty shops here, another empty shop there. As you can see, all the shops are dead as well. But I remember, like, I reckon it was probably like the year 2001. Essentially a day out in Richmond would be coming down, getting off at Jollymont Station, walking across the thoroughfare, the bridge on Holder Street. And this shopping experience on a Saturday, Sunday was just packed. Like, you literally couldn't move, you couldn't get a park in the local vicinity. And it's essentially dead. Like, across the road here now. See, for lease. That shop for lease. So you can see what I'm talking about with the video, that Richmond's got so many transient parts to it. So you've got East Richmond, Central Richmond, North Richmond, but there's just simply no business down here. Like, it's really sad to see. This is the area that I grew up in, you know, in the first few years of my life. And obviously I go for the mighty yellow and black. Love the old beautiful buildings up there. But there's just so many vacant shops, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, and I'd imagine the reason being, people probably can't afford full lease. Like, look at that, that's a massive block. Just empty, doing nothing. And yet we've got like people homeless, and it's crazy, man. It's such a transient world, Richmond, you know? More shops, I'm gonna keep zigzagging across. Another shop for lease. Like, they just can't get people in them. Like, I can't wait to count how many we've got. We're gonna zigzag across again. More shops. And they're all just literally like, look. Look, see, here we go. Here's a notice here. Please be advised, we will be closed until further notice. However, we are accepting private appointments only. Please contact us. Online orders are very welcome. But it's just not the same. No one goes out anymore. Bit of damage there. Like, this is Richmond. This is like one of the most affluent areas in Melbourne. And like, all these shops are just closed. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And for me, it's sad to see. I don't like seeing it like this. Because I remember like the Melbourne I grew up in as a kid, as a younger person, as a younger man in my early 20s. It was all about like getting out, buying fashion, you know, getting amongst it. And now it's just a different world, completely different world. I'd say about 30% of the shops along Bridge Road here are empty. It's crazy. Just so sad to see Bridge Road in the state it's in. So if we go back to the early 2000s, I remember trading here, it was like a full shopping experience. You just literally come down here and, you know, get your retail shopping. It was a Sunday shopping destination, Saturday shopping destination, and you could not get a park. I swear, every side street, everything around the local area, you simply, like, everything was full. You had restaurants, people out, people came here. There's a real shopping hotspot for clothes and accessories, all that type of thing. But here we are in 2025, and it's just simply not what it was. So yeah, definitely for me a little bit sad, because this area, this local area, is exactly where I grew up back in the day. So that caps off the Bridge Road experience of Richmond. Now we're going to pop down to Swan Street and just see what's happening down there. Swan Street's known for, you know, your local eateries, places to go out for a beer, watch sport, a lot of rooftop bars, etc. So we'll go. All right, so already behind us, I've got the Precinct Hotel. Compared to a decade ago, maybe longer, it's dead. I can already tell it's dead. Like, there's minimal traffic going past here. Once upon a time, Friday night, right at this very time, it'd be absolutely chockers. what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try and just pop into a few pubs. I'm not drinking, but I'm gonna like pop in and just see if it's changed the outlook and see what it looks like in 2025. So we've got the Green Man. So just here at the Provincial, walking through. It's only like 7 p.m. at night, but that back bar's closed. We go through the front bar, fairly quiet, but a lot of good memories here. It's still pretty early on a Friday night, but even for this time of the night, it's fairly dead. And this once was a dance floor, probably still is, but the times have changed. Once upon a time, this was a mecca for Friday night partying, but it's only 7 p.m, so maybe if there was a footy crowd, maybe it's still the same, but hard to tell. But I still would have thought for after work drinks there'd be more people here. But that gives you a little insight into the precinct in 2025. Okay, starting to walk up Swan Street now. Just been to the pub in the corner down the road. Precinct, that is. Now, one of Melbourne's most iconic and famous pubs was the Corner Hotel. That has played so many great bands over the years. So, a Melbourne icon, the old Corner Hotel, dating all the way back to the 70s. Now, this here has been turned into a bar, but this is called the Postie. This was Richmond's original post office, which is cool. As you can see, been done up to a cool bar. So as you can see, Swan Street's a little bit more it's kind of more happening. Eateries, food. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's like a kind of like ice creamery kind of, yeah, one of those places they do. I think it's like the Asahi as well. So yeah, more happening down this neck of the woods. Bike shop. Ooh, look at that, the fish bowl across the road. So we're just coming up the road now. So once upon a time there was a place called Dimmy's in Forges. So walking out to the main road, that is coming up here, the famous Dimmy's clock, as you can see in the distance, just with my fingers pointing. Dimmy's in Forges operated for many, many years. It was kind of like a convenience store, like men's clothing, women's clothing, you know, anything you can buy, like irons and all that type of thing. But that's turned into a Coles now. But it's still very dead from what I remember, Richmond. In its peak in like 05 till about 2015. We'll just continue up towards Church Street until we get to Swan, or we're walking along Swan. Grilled burgers across the road. Zambrero, Messina, gelato. Yum, looks good. Juice bars. So definitely Swan Street's certainly happening a lot more than Bridge Road. But it's still empty. It doesn't feel like it's busy, but it's not. Does that make sense? Okay, apparently this 300 grams burgers, we'll have to do a what a fee review one day, but apparently, wow. Apparently that's the Eats and the Bits. Sushi bar. So yeah, this part of Richmond's certainly the most happening part as far as the restaurants and eateries and things that are open. So we're just about at the end of it really, and I think we're going to call it a night. You've got just up the road there, you've got Church Street. We're here on Swan. But yeah guys, I think that covers it. Many eateries, many places to drink, you know, your hair, your beauty, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you've seen a bit of everything today in Richmond. You've seen East Richmond down Vic Street, Victoria Street, speaking to active users, right? We're seeing Bridge Road, which was once a fashion thoroughfare, no longer, no more. And then you got Swan Street, all your eateries. But yeah, like overall, compared to when I was growing up in the early 2000s, Richmond's definitely changed. And you know, it's still a vibrant area, still a cool area. And to any travellers out there, I highly recommend it. But yeah, a little bit sad. Overall, the experience, well, I got a bit of everything today, the good, the bad and the ugly. I would give it like about a 7 out of 10. Still very vibrant, still very familiar, and not much has changed over the years. Just a lot less people coming out in the modern world with social media, access to your phone and, you know, ordering Uber Eats, that kind of thing. But yeah, hope you enjoy my content. Hit the subscribe button. Until the next Hitting the Streets adventure, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Boom shakalaka. See you soon. Bye.